wind's blowing in my hair and my arms are wrapped around his waist, and I just want to be with someone who makes me feel hot.
What was it like shooting the intimate scenes between Lena and Aiden? Because those were really important to her storyline, and they were definitely not like other intimate scenes I've seen on TV.
Yeah, and they weren't like ones I had shot ever.
Yeah.
You know, I've done lots of sex scenes before, and, you know, I think I've always had a sort of practical and sort of like shrugging realism about them, where I'm like, well, you know, we got to do it, and the algorithm wants it, and that's what's going to allow us to tell these full stories in the other scenes. So this is a box we need to check, and my job as the woman in this sex scene is to lie, basically, and look as porny and small and young and shiny as possible. Yeah. And like every department needs to help cover my zits and light me and hide me, and, you know, in a way where I look like the music video version of myself.
Yeah.
And this was so the opposite of that. It's about female desire. So obviously the sex scenes, they didn't even feel like that. They felt like real scenes, and some of the most important scenes in the show. And Claire Warden was our intimacy coordinator, and those rehearsals, and Austin Stoll, who plays Aiden, I've just never felt so taken care of. And also it felt really beautiful and explorative and interesting. And blocking sex scenes, it can feel like this apologize-y, bomb disabling thing where none of us want to be here and let's get out of here as quickly as possible. And this felt so the opposite, where it felt like we had all the time and comfort in the world to find the best version of these scenes.
What were the mechanics behind these scenes? Because I need to ask you about episode 7 and the candy moment in the car.
Yeah.
Was that AI, Betty? Like, people are going to be wondering and people are going to be Googling. Like, what was that?
No, it wasn't AI. No way. AI. No, you know, I think that scene, I remember that scene from the book. I remember reading it and screaming like, Lena,
salty and sweet all together.
It's so the opposite of her muffled suburban existence that we meet her in. It's really her taking control and taking charge and being creative and
she was creative,
dominant. Yes. Yeah. And you know, it's like it's Lena at her best. So
it is.
Yeah. It was not AI. That was that was my to be or not to be.